My name is Paola Escudero. I'm a Chief Investigator at the Center of Excellence for the Dynamics of Language, and I'm also an Associate Professor at the MARCS Institute for Brain Behavior and Development at Western Sydney University. I look at variation, linguistic variation, and linguistic experiences, and how those impact the development of language. The different studies that we have conducted are about how monolingual and bilingual children learn words. I look at very specific phonetic patterns of speech, so sound differences, minimal pair contrast, so words that only differ in one sound. And that is connected to learning in the sense that those potentially are the most difficult things to learn in both bilingual and monolingual children. And we wanted to see also whether bilinguals were able to learn them at around the same pace. We have found that bilinguals actually keep up with their monolingual peers, which is really nice from beginning at around the toddlerhood age. But also that, so something that happens and is commonly assumed is that bilingual children do not have the same vocabulary as monolingual children, and that also has been shown. And it's kind of expected because they don't have the same amount of exposure to the two languages as the monolinguals. We also wanted to see if they would have the same vocabulary later in life, and we found also that 8-year-old bilinguals match the vocabulary of their English peers. Which is really interesting because they don't seem to do it early in life. So the question is, how do they catch up? And we're now actually figuring that out with studies that look into the strategies that children do to learn words, not just how many words they have, but also how they learn them. And what we want to figure out in these projects now is whether their cognitive skills allow them, bilinguals in this case, allow them to actually catch up quickly with monolinguals. What we're looking at now with cognitive skills is whether this whole bilingualism construct for them, both in terms of awareness and also their cognitive skills, whether that boosts up their strategies to learn in general. Not only their awareness, but also their view of the world and how they learn. I think the research that we do is quite impactful, in particular the differences and similarities between bilinguals and monolinguals would allow us, hopefully soon, to make a difference in terms of language teaching and policy. The idea would be that if they have different strategies and they're unique to each individual and their individual linguistic experiences, that we could actually try to show teachers and the education system that their learning will be boosted up if those strategies were taken into account throughout their learning career.